My coworker spent 2 years calling me just a temp with a fancy degree. Yesterday, she begged me to cover her maternity leave, and I showed her the job offer I just accepted her at her dream company. I've worked at Brighton Hepburns for 2 years as a contract specialist. Despite having the same qualifications as the full-time staff, I was kept on repeated 6-month contracts with no benefits. The unofficial office, Queen Bee Vanessa, never let me forget my status. Vanessa has been at Brighton for 7 years and treats the creative department like her personal kingdom. When I joined with my fresh master's degree, she immediately saw me as a threat. During my first week, she accidentally left me off meeting invites, then publicly asked why I wasn't prepared. In team meetings, she'd interrupt my presentations with, "Well, as someone who's actually permanent here," but her favorite move was introducing me to clients as our temp or telling new hires not to get too attached to me because trader never lasts. My direct supervisor, Mark, would awkwardly laugh it off, saying, "That's just Vanessa being Vanessa." After my third contract renewal without a promotion discussion, I quietly started job hunting. Last month, Vanessa announced her pregnancy at an all-hands meeting, receiving a standing ovation and a speech from our CEO about how replaceable she was to the company. That same afternoon, I received an interview request from Horizon Creative Parrot, the agency Vanessa had been trying to join for years. 3 interviews later, I was offered a senior position with a 40% salary increase. I signed the offer letter but kept it quiet while negotiating my start date yesterday. Vanessa cornered me in the break room. "So I know we haven't always been besties," she started suddenly friendly, "but I've always respected your work." I nearly choked on my coffee. "The thing is," she continued, "I am due in August, and here is struggling to find coverage from my maternity leave. I told them you are the only one who understands my clients well enough." She laughed nervously. "I know you are just a contractor, but this could be your big break. If you handle things well, maybe they'll finally make you permanent." I smiled and pulled out my phone. "Actually, I've been meaning to tell everyone. I just accepted this." I showed her the offer letter from Horizon. Her face went from confused to shocked to pale. "Horizon? But that's impossible. I've been trying to get in there for years." "Or I know," I said. "They mentioned they'd received your portfolio several times." "Myri, my last day is the 30th, so I guess Air will need to find someone else to cover your leave." She stared at me in silence, then mumbled congratulations and walked away. Within an hour, the office grapevine was buzzing, and I received more genuine congratulations than I had in 2 years combined. This morning, Mark called me into his office and suddenly offered me a permanent position with a raise parte, still 15% less than Horizon's offer. I politely declined as I packed up my desk. Vanessa walked by without making eye contact. I overheard her telling another coworker that Horizon has a terrible work culture anyway. The client I impressed last year, while Vanessa was busy reminding everyone I was just a temp with a fancy degree.